Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League. Tundra's in pretty much full tank mode at this point, sitting at 5-8. We don't have the worst record ever. This is definitely not as bad as the first year with the favorites, but it's definitely not good either. And we're facing off against the Chompers here today. The Chompers, if you recall, have actually knocked us off twice. It was a doubleheader earlier in the season where we lost both games, so don't have a lot of confidence for this game, although it doesn't look like the Chompers have had that great of a season. Taking a look at the standings, and you'll see they're sitting at 7-7. We're at 5-8, and the Foresters are leading the division at 8-4. So we'll do a quick look at the line. Quick reminder if you missed it. We also made a couple of other roster moves. This was to bring in a rally stopper starter. So you'll see that we brought in Rex Appleseed in order to make that work with our chemistry. We also had to make a corresponding move. So Angelica Koch will be brought in to replace Cardoso Hayden. She has Wild Thrower. That's okay. It'll be a tier 1, but contact versus lefties at tier 3. And it will only be our backup. And again, at this point, we don't really care anyway. So did set the lineup already. We're going to have Waylon Greer back in the leadoff spot. We'll follow him with Adriana Harrington, who is currently on fire. She's having a hell of a season right now. Get Wrecked is going to stay at short and will be at third or at shortstop in the third spot, followed by Milan Tirehead, who just had the huge 2-home run game, including a walk-off home run to win it. Beltron DHing once again in the 5 spot, followed by Gadman, Demi Trampelson, Jolly Shipwright, and Yusuf Whitaker at third base, which is awful. So let's try the alternate away or home uniform again. I really like those ones. And let's head out to the ballpark, Stade Royale, for Colorado Bozak Workhorseman, who has had a pretty solid season, which has surprised me. The Workhorse trade is really helping him out. We'll see if it pays off again here today. He'll head out to the mound, facing off against Emil Stein, who was already a pain in our side earlier in the season. He's still continuing to stay hot. He's locked in, batting .429, 3 home runs, and 11 RBIs. We'll see how Bozak responds to this lineup. Goes after him with the fastball low and in, and it's swung through for strike 1. Fouls one off, and he's down 1-2. Off the end of the bat, fouled off. We'll do it again. And a liner into right center field. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Shipwright on his horse, trying to get to that one quickly. He gets it, and Stein will lead things off with a triple. And that's not a good way for things to start here for the Chompers, or I guess for the Tundras against the Chompers. And now Cern Tedson will come up with tier 3 fastball hitter and locked in. He's batting .324, 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. If you saw my Chem Lock series when we started with the Outlaws, you'll remember that that one Tails just fouled down the right field line. You'll remember that we went disciplined in that series, and fastball hitter as well as off-speed hitter became some of my favorite traits. 2-2 count here for Tedson. And a grounder to third. Whitaker will go straight home with it, and even though the throw gets dirted, good reaction from Gadman to scoop that one and still apply the tag. The runner is out at home. That does allow the runner to reach first base, who has great speed, elite speed, but it's 1 out and nobody scores. Cora Porpetta comes up. She's locked in. She has tier 3 slowpoke, tier 1 butterfingers. And she'll send one to deep right center field, deepest part of the park. That one might get out of here. Off the wall. Misplayed by Shipwright. Rounding second and heading to third is Porpetta. 1 run scores, and she stops at third with a triple. Second triple of the inning for the Chompers. Luckily, that's only 1 run that's come across. And Bozak not having a good start as he's tense now. And now has to face off against Kyrie Hammerhead, who already had a home run against us, a walk-off home run. He's not having a great season, batting .241. 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. Bozak gets the strike there, a 3-1 count. And off the end of the bat, that's going to drop in right field in front of Trampelson. A run scores. Still only one out, and now it's a 2-0 ball game. It could have been worse, I guess, but not looking good here. I don't know how long we'll go with this game before we decide to move on. Yeah, as Luciano Doctor, who was tense coming into that at-bat, just rips the first pitch he sees into the left field bleachers. A 2-run shot, he takes a chomp out of that ball. His first home run of the year, naturally it's against us, and it's 4-0. Fontina comes up batting .421. Oh, man. Bozak now rattled. You know, he has gone the distance in every start he's had this year except for this one, or at least so far. And it's a shame because I was actually considering keeping him as maybe our third starter going into the season next year. He gets a strikeout there, but I mean, he's older, he's 29. I don't know if he's a guy that we want to keep around. Gene Fitzpatrick will come up tense, and with that strikeout, Bozak will go back to tense. We've seen some rough starts from some of our pitchers and then settle in. Shipwright can't get to that one, and it's going to drop right in front of him. Base hit. And the line keeps moving. We get to the 8-hitter, Kellen Rodriguez. He's having a tough season. Tense, batting 103. And Bozak nearly 30 pitches in this inning alone. And Trampelson should haul that one in to finally end the inning. But 4 runs come across. 2 triples and a home run is all what we saw in that first inning for the Chompers offense. And yeah, that's a scary offense for sure. So let's see what our offense can do, starting with Waylon Greer. Tier 1 easy target, helping out Cantu here. Cantu having a rough season but, with a 6.97 ERA. A 184 whip and 8 strikeouts. 1-2 count is popped foul. And chases strike 3 low and in. Loses mojo. And that's the first out of the inning for the Tundras. Harrington has been red hot, batting .605 this year. It's crazy. 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. She's on fire.
Nope, that's high.
1-1 count here. And she'll loft one into left field. It will get down in front of Hammerhead. And her hot streak continues. She reaches with a base hit. Wonder if she can get into the jacked mojo. It's very rare, but I think you have to be like near perfect for so long to get to that situation. Here comes Get Wrecked. He had a huge clutch triple in that last game, which led to our victory. Runner takes off for second. Harrington will slide underneath the tag safely. Another stolen base for her. Definitely helping her speed attribute with the on-fire mojo. And Get Wrecked will send one through the box. It gets into center field, and Harrington will have to hold. Porpetta, one of the strongest arms in the league. And that's a big moment there for Amos Get Wrecked. And now Milan Tirehead will have a chance. He's up to a .333 average after a 2 home run performance in the last game. He did have the walk-off win, but a big home run here, which I don't expect to happen, will get this game really close to being back to normal. And instead a grounder to first base to turn the double play. So after a base hit and a stolen base from Adriana Harrington, we have a runner left stranded on third with 1 out. And we'll see Nelson McCormick come up. Tier 3 first pitch prayer, batting .261, 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Ball low. Bozak still tests. And McCormick. I think that's his second home run against us, the center field. And that one was absolutely a piss missile. It goes .482, one of the hardest hit balls you'll see in this series. Jesus Christ. And that's the 9-hitter. Second home run of the day for the Chompers here in the second inning. It's 5-0. And Emil Stein will come up. Bozak back to rattled. And he hits Stein. I don't know if he's taking out some frustrations, if that was just a losing grip on your pitch, or what happened there, but we have a lead speed on first with Tedson coming up. Runner takes off. It looked like it was a pitch out, and safely sliding into second base is Stein. Ball in the dirt, good block. Ball inside, 3-0 to Tedson. Slider catches the corner, 3-1. And a ground ball pulled through left field corner. Harrington cuts it off, smartly goes to second base as the runner scoring easily, and it's now 6-0. Don't know how much I'll put up with. Corpetta had a home run, or I mean a triple, excuse me. She had an RBI triple and scored a run on the home run. She grounds to third. Whitaker to Greer, over to Tirehead, and that was one of the slowest moving double plays you'll see this year. With weak arms across the board. And nobody on, 2 outs for Tirehead. That was a big double play, but Bozak still rattled. Fouled off here, it's a 1-2 count. Bozak doesn't get him to chase inside on the looping curve. And a fastball sent to right field, shallow wall, and that will get out. 2-2 count for Tirehead, and Bozak gives up another home run. 372 on this one. Second home run of the inning. Hammerhead gets a mojo boost, his 4th home run of the year.
First baseman, number 5, Luciano Doctor.
And Doctor comes up 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer. We pull Bozak for Fry. Fry pitched in the last game. She did pretty well. And she gets a liner on the first pitch to Whitaker to end the inning. 7-0 through 2 innings for the Chomper offense. And we haven't even gotten to our number 5 hitter yet. We'll start with Beltran. She's batting 188. I don't know what to do with her. She's young, but I don't think she has what we want. We'll probably go a different direction at second base next year. Ball low. 3-1 for her. Swings through strike 2. And fouls one off. Good contact there. Full count, and she'll chase strike 3.
Now batting, the catcher, number 15, Gad.
Maybe I'll get through the 3rd, and we'll see where we're at here. I'm usually fine with the double headers, kind of skipping the first one, but I don't know how to feel about this one. I guess it's not that big a deal if we squeeze another game in here. If we bail on this one as Gadman strikes out swinging and loses mojo. Trampelson batting 083. We brought her in as kind of a backup outfielder, and she has gotten a lot of starts. Not because she's earned them. She has stealer and has yet to use it. 1-2 count, and she'll chase strike 3. This is an ugly, ugly game as Cantu, again, putting on a clinic, something we've said about a lot of average pitchers and below average pitchers this year.
Number 6.
So Harper Fontina comes up. He struck out against Bozak once. Top of the 3rd here. Fry going the distance here and are going to be taking it the rest of the way as Fontina will knock one into right center field for a single. Leadoff man aboard for Gene Fitzpatrick.
Number 3.
He already has a single today, but still tense. Fry's ERA, it's 7.71. I don't remember her giving up that many runs. Only 1 strikeout, too. She gets a grounder right back at her. She turns to second, get wrecked over to first, double play. No wild thrower activated there, with thankfully. And we have 2 outs for Kellen Rodriguez, who's 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch for a strike, ball outside at 99. Fry gets him to pop up foul. 1-2 count. And a liner will get over the head of Get Wrecked down in front of Harrington. A 2-out single, and the Chompers trying to keep their inning streak alive when it comes to scoring. Nelson McCormick was a big part of that. You'll note that after this first pitch here, look at his attributes, his power and his contact. It's Slightly better power, slightly worse contact than what we've seen from Amos get wrecked, yet he has found so much more success than Amos has. A fly out to the wall in right field, and that'll end the inning. So Ashlyn Fry manages to prevent the Chompers from scoring a run in the third. And I'd like to see maybe Adriana Harrington's next at-bat. I don't know. We might stick this game out, but it's hard to watch right now. Little hack activated for Shipwright after a foul. Ball low. Cantu locked in. He's only thrown 34 pitches so far. 1-2, ball away outside. He's a decent pitcher as he gets the strikeout against Jolly Shipwright looking. He's a decent pitcher, so there's nothing I can say like, oh, he doesn't deserve to be, playing so well against us. But, yeah, it's definitely frustrating watching every pitcher we face just become worldly. Otherworldly. Whitaker takes a ball low. Fouled off here. It's a 2-2 count. And he strikes out. 2 down for Waylon Greer, who already struck out and lost mojo. He's batting 167. I kind of thought his attributes would lend to at least a little bit better chances of him finding success. Easy target is activated. Fouled off there. It's an 0-2 count. Ball outside. Would like for him to just get on base so we can see Harrington. 2-2, 2 outs. And Greer lines one to right field, but it's foul. We'll do it again. Ball just misses outside. Full count here. Fouled off. Greer's kind of maybe working the count for a walk, and he'll get it. Ball just misses inside, and Greer heads down to first. And that will bring on fire Harrington up, who's 1 for 1 with a single. She stole a base. She advanced to third on a single and got stranded there. She'll take a strike. Over 50 pitches now for Cantu. Whiffs through strike 2 on the changeup. Tough out will activate here. And Harrington lines right to Doctor. That'll be out number 3. Due to time, I just checked the time right now. I think I'll call this one. We're getting to the top of the lineup once again, so I will simulate through the rest of this one. Through the rest of these games. The only thing I care about, we end up losing 7-1. So we score a run. It wasn't Harrington. I'll give the loyalty bump to Gadman here, despite him earning it, but Hiker hasn't either. In between these ones, I think I'll drop Swingins. He has the great trait, but he doesn't have the talent to back it up. And let's quick sim to our next game. I don't know whether I want to watch any of these games. I guess we can watch this one to see how Appleseed does. Especially since we'll be facing off against the Cutters, who we swept in the doubleheader. Since that game ended, we have development. Of second baseman. Let's look at development. No to trample set. Really well. We simulated that game. Yeah, the only development on most potential to be with this team in the future. So we'll do this one. 2 power, 1 speed, chance for 1 more power, and he won't get it. So he gets a slight boost He's actually decent. Would be interesting to see him come back. Everyone else we're going to pass on. Any roster moves we can make. There's really nobody here that's intriguing to me. I don't want to deal with the chemistry issue with disciplined player here. No, thank you. I will put a star on Gentry here. He's a bit intriguing to me. Decent defender with good speed. And then McGriddle here, I'll put a star on him as well, just in case. But that should be it, I think. Rios has reached his... Who do we do here? Could just make the easy move and just... Yeah, we're not going to use Reef Killer. Let's try Landon Rios here. It's a little increase, but we have plenty of money to spare. So let's try out Bad Ball Hitter. There's at least a little bit more potential here. Let's see how that goes. We'll probably give him the start just to see what we have in him. And outside of that, Harrington did, I think, get out in her last 2 at-bats there because her average dropped to 585, which is tragic. We're at 5-9 with a minus 14 run differential, and we're dropping farther and farther in the conference wildcard race. So yeah, full-on tank mode. We have 2 games left, Cutters and Foresters. We're going to watch this one right now just to see what we have in Rex Appleseed. And in our new right fielder, where's he at? Oh, is he? Wait, what the hell? What are we doing here? This is such a weird lineup. Okay. Oh, we put him in the DH spot. Let's do this. So we're gonna put Harrington. Oops. In center. We'll get Rex back in right for now. We'll keep Shipwright in center. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, why would we do that? We'll put... Rios can play first. I can keep Hiker. I guess that's keep them there, I guess. Yeah, man, we'll get a break. And Pumice Beltran, who's juiced, is going to go to shortstop. I guess that's fine. Let's give Jagger McMillan back his spot at second base. And his lineup is fine. Yeah, let's have Pumice lead off, followed by Harrington. We'll get Rex the 3 spot just because he's locked in. Then Tirehead. Let's put Rios at 5, Hiker at 6. Then McMillan, Shipwright, and Coke. Actually, I want McMillan ahead of Hiker. That'll work. And Appleseed will be on the mound. Let's go ahead and head out to the ballpark. Game of this episode after we give up on the Chompers game. We lost 7-1 on that one. Let's see if we can sweep the Cutters in the season series.
Fans are flocking to their seats here at Scout Royale. Grab a program.
And I will be watching the time just to see. Actually, let me check and see where it's at right now. Okay, we have 20. We're at 24 minutes right now. So I will be watching the time. Hopefully this game goes a little bit quicker. A liner into center field on the first pitch will be caught right above the shoe tops by Shipwright. And Withers Gentry will come up on fire, batting .452, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Appleseed efficient already. He's already got 1 pitch and 1 out. falls behind 2-0 to Gentry. He's really, really painting the corners. Been trying to be careful here. Got the green light, and he fouls it off. The grounder, diving play. Can't make the play as McMillan. Ay, ay, ay. Is that an error?
The shortstop, number 2, Abel.
It's not. They call it a hit. Lowbrow comes up, 314 average. Locked in. Great speed at first base. A grounder to short. Beltran to McMillan. Over to Hiker. Double play ends the inning. So great job from Appleseed. Early start here. And he pitched really, really well in the first. I'm not going to hold my breath and see if it's going to last much longer, but we'll take it while we have it. So Pumice Beltran, who's juiced for this matchup, will get the leadoff spot. We'll see if this does anything for her. Maybe a sign of things to come if she can continue to develop. And holy shit, Pumice Beltran punishes that one. I did that. That sent into the frozen tundra of Stade Royale. 466 to right center fielder. First home run and RBI of her career comes in game 15 of the season. And what a blast from the second baseman playing shortstop today. She's juiced and it shows. Now it's Harrington's turn. You'll see Nix Yu on the mound for the Cutters. We've seen him before. We actually beat him in the second game against the Cutters. Harrington ahead in the count 3-0. She'll take ball 4. So not even wanting to challenge her as she heads down to first base. And Get Wrecked will come up locked in.
Amos gets wrecked.
Seems to be turning it on as of late as he chases one high for strike 1. And a ground ball up the box. Will get through into center field. Rounding second and holding is Harrington, as that was really shallow, and Gentry has a really great arm as he's on fire right now. But 2 on. Nobody out for Milan Tirehead, batting .278, 2 home runs, and 3 RBIs. You'll see Surrounded and a tense mojo for you. We'll see if we can come through and actually capitalize on this situation. And Tirehead pops up, foul territory. Will it get out of play up against a wall? And leaping, can't make the play as a third baseman. So we'll do it again. Tirehead gets new life. Takes the ball high. 2-2. Takes ball high. Full count. Fouls one off, just making contact there. Staying alive. And pulled foul again. So just a good battle here for Tirehead. Just got a power boost. Off the end of the bat, it's going to slow roll right to the first base bag. Easy play for Barber, as that actually gives you a mojo boost back to neutral. And runners will advance, so with 1 out, runners on first and second. Great speed. And Rios will come up. His first at-bat with us as Tier 3 bad ball hitter. That's what intrigues us, despite the really low contact rating. Takes a strike. 1-2 count. And he'll ground hard to lowbrow. Adriana committed. And she'll get stuck at a rundown between third and home. My God. And that's going to be out number 2. Infield was drawn in. And Rios grounded straight to the shortstop, making the easy play. And now 2 on, 2 outs for McMillan. Surrounded is still activated, but Nix Yu about to get out of a jam. Instead, a base hit drops in front of Gentry. Rounding third and heading home is Get Wrecked. Slide in safely. The second run of the game here. Big hit from McMillan. He's back after a struggling few games off. And Hiker comes up with Tier 1 RBI 0. Tier 1 off-speed hitter. She pulls 1 foul. Similar to Landon Rios when it comes to attributes. Good power, lower contact. Ball inside, 1-2 count. Average speed on the bases. Fouls 1 off. Ball in the dirt, good block from the catcher. Approaching 30 pitches is you. And she'll get a base hit into right field. It's going to roll to the wall. Rounding third and heading home. Another runner coming around third will be sent as well. And Hiker comes through with an RBI double. 2-run score. And she comes through as an RBI hero. Despite the trait, we have a runner on second. 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first for Shipwright, who takes the strike. Little Hack activates. You still tense over 30 pitches now. Another gift call there, and it's 0-2. Fastball predicted and swung through. It was still out of the zone, and he chased it. That's strike 3, ends the inning, but 4 runs on 4 hits for the Tundras. And we take a lead, something we don't say very often. Norder West was red hot when we saw him in that doubleheader, but he has cooled off as of late. He's tense right now, batting .342, 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. Appleseed paints the corner there. It's 1-2 count. Gets some chasing there, but it's pulled foul. Appleseed has interesting potentials. He calls a strike on the corner there. He has been painting the corners. We were just about to talk about Appleseed. His one true weakness here is actually his accuracy.
That's a strike and a half,
As he touches the bottom of the zone there. He is locked in now against Colin Noble, who's tense. All in the dirt. Noble batting .212. Fouls one off here. It's 2-2. Appleseed working really efficiently. He just kind of gets the ball and immediately turns around to settle in to throw. Full count. Ball in the dirt, but he chases. Good pitch from Appleseed, getting Noble to chase out of the zone. And Koch gets that one over to first for out number 2. And I believe that might have been the first strikeout for Appleseed. As a Tundra. Because it looks like he did pitch earlier this season, but I didn't even see for who. Fouled off here, and it's 0-2 with 2 outs. Barber pops up left field. Playable just by the line there. In fair territory is Harrington for out number 3. So 2 quick innings for Appleseed in his debut with the Tundras. Now our offense goes back to work. Angelica Koch comes up for her first time with us. Batting .333. I'm imagining it's a 1-for-3 stat output. Tier 3 contact versus lefties. 2-1 count, and she'll take a strike. Make it 2-2. You will get her to foul off. You still tense. Approaching 40 pitches. We're probably going to see the bullpen here soon. Angelica lofts one into left field. Base hit will lead things off in the bottom of the second, and now Pumice Beltran comes up. She jacked a home run in her first at-bat to lead off this ball game. We'll see if she can do it again. Ball inside. And she hits one to hard in deep center field. That one will get down and stay in play. It bounces up against the wall. Gentry will get to it. Runner rounding third and heading home. Ball hasn't even gotten to the infield yet, and that's sliding in safely. Is Angelica Koch, a double for Pumice Beltran. Maybe she's showing up here at the very end of this season to show what she can be if she gets some development. Harrington comes up and will have to face against Nugget Contreras. Gets ahead for strike 1. As Tier 1 pick officer. Ball low. Harrington on fire. Ball low. And she'll line to second base for out number 1. Unfortunate for Harrington there. Amos 1 for 1. And as we've said, coming on the late, he's locked in still. Late on that one, fouls it off. One out with a runner on second. And a ball inside. Gerek fouls one off, and he's down 1-2 here against Contreras. A grounder slow to second base, and the only play that he has is over to first, so that advances the runner, but now 2 outs. And Tirehead, who's 0 for 1, will come up. I have a sneeze sneaking up on me, so bear with me if I have to turn off my mic for a second. And Tirehead lofts to left field. 3 defenders getting over to that one, and it ends up being Lowbrow calling it to end the inning. Pumice comes through with an RBI double and gets stranded. And it's 5-0. Tundras into the top of the third we go. Ball low, and Stevenson will ground slowly to second baseman. McMillan has to barehand, and he'll toss the first just in time. Close play on the slow roller. And Daniels will come up, batting .200 on the year. Chases outside for strike 1. Takes strike 2. Appleseed still locked in. We'll get him swinging through strike 3, and Appleseed, as you saw Angelica Koch wild throw after the strikeout as she tries to throw it around the diamond. And Ricardo Garcia will come up. 2-2 outside pitch. He gets it there, but he pops it foul. 2 outs. Ball outside, trying to get him to chase. Fouls off there at the top of the zone. It's 1-2. And a ball in the dirt. He makes just enough contact to stay alive. And there's strike 3 called, and Appleseed having a hell of a day here. What a debut for the Tundras. So we get through 3. Rios will come up. He grounded to shortstop and reached on a fielder's choice. Failed to drive the runner home. We'll see what he does here. First pitch prayer is taken for a ball. Ball inside. He gets ahead 2-0. And a hard hit ball to left field, or left center field, as it gets past the shortstop all the way to the wall and just sits there for a while as Gentry finally gets to it, finally gets to it, but Rios with a double. That's that power. So leadoff man in scoring position for Jagger McMillan, who already has an RBI single today. Nugget Contreras will get ahead on that one as he gets him to line out to left field. 1 pitch, 1 out there. And Mallory Hiker will come up. She had an RBI double. 2 runs scored for her in the first inning. She'll have RBI 0 activated again. That sneeze is sneaking up on me again. Ball outside. Hiker grounds to short. Rios holds at second, and that'll be an easy play for the shortstop for out number 2. And Jolly Shipwright, who struck out, will come up again. I think he struck out. He's tense. Off-speed hitter looked at. Oh, yeah, he did strike out. Chase the fastball high. He falls behind 0-2. Little hack activated. Chases strike 3. 5-0 into the top of the 4th, and yeah, it's really tough to watch some of these players, but either way, we have been able to get some production here, and we love to see that. Finley Curtis comes back up. He's tense, 0 for 1 today, as that tier 2 fastball or off-speed hitter trait. And he gets an off-speed pitch taken for a strike, 1-1 count. Curtis will get this. Oh, what a play from McMillan. I didn't know if he had enough in his legs to jump up and get that one. He pulls it down, and that's out number 1. Great play from the second baseman. And Withers Gentry will come up, still on fire, and he'll get a grounder to third. Tire head to Hiker, and that'll lose the mojo of Gentry.
Number 2, Abel.
2 outs for Abel Lowbrow, who's still locked in, 0 for 1. And Rex gets him to pop up on the first pitch. It's foul territory, but playable. Getting all the way back to that one is Tirehead ending the inning. Quick 1-2-3 in the 4th. And boy, it seems like the Tundras really just bring their A game against the Cutters. That's something I'm going to keep note of going forward. Do we just play better against this team? Angelica Koch 1 for 1 with a single. She scored on a double afterwards. Contreras over 20 pitches. Contact versus lefties not activated. 2-1 count here. And a grounder up the middle. Daniels will make the play, out number 1. And Contreras gets a mojo boost. Beltran 2 for 2 with a home run, a double, and 2 RBIs. Contreras will miss low. He is locked in right now. That'll help him stay in here just a little bit longer as he's over 25 pitches. Strike catches the top of the zone, 1-2. Pumice fouls off. And she chases low and in. Contreras with the strikeout. Beltran can't believe it, as that's the first time she's looked like normal today. And Harrington comes up 0 for 1 with a walk. She's still locked in, and that'll continue. She sends one to right center field. It gets down, rolls around. Heading to second base as Gentry gets that one in quickly, and it's going to hold her to a double. But Adriana Harrington, first hit of the day, is a big one. With 2 outs, she puts herself in scoring position for Amos Gitracht, who's 1 for 2. And locked in still. Contreras gets him to foul. Another foul here. He's down 0-2. Over 30 pitches and no longer locked in. He catches a corner. Strike 3 called. Get Rex loses mojo as he says something to the ump. No runs come across in the fourth, but love to see Harrington continue to strike those extra base hits and get on base regularly. Remember, she's in MVP watch right now. 1-1 count. Ball high, misses. Ball in the dirt. Norner West still tense. 3-1 count, and Appleseed will get him to ground in front of the plate. Easy play for Coke there. No wild thrower, thank goodness. And Colin Noble will come up tense. 0-for-1, betting 206. No home runs, 6 RBIs. Has the RBI hero trait, but he doesn't have it activated as he lines into right field. Second hit of the day for the Cutters with 1 out. In the top of the 5th, Larry Barber comes up tense, 0-for-1. Runner on first with 1 out. Misses inside. Appleseed still locked in. A grounder to the short. Pumice will go to McMillan. McMillan over to first and not in time. Barber just legs out the fielder's choice, breaking up the double play. That's those weak arms that we've been talking about in the infield. Trading places over at first base. There's 2 outs, and Stevenson swings through strike 1. Offers but holds at ball 1 outside. Strike at the top of the zone. 50th pitch on the way for Appleseed. Is outside. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Ball low. Full count here. Runner will take off. And Appleseed gets a grounder to first base. Hiker dives. Gets it over to Appleseed. That ends the inning. Great pitching from Rex Appleseed in his debut. He goes through 5. He has allowed 2 hits, no runs. And we'll see if he comes out for the 6th inning. Contreras still out there, exhausted, but locked in. And he'll face off against Tirehead, who's 0-for-2. Tirehead up the middle, and it's going to make it through. Second baseman could have dove for it, but chose not to. It's going to be an leadoff base hit for Tirehead, and Rios will come up. 1-for-2 with a double. And Contreras finally gets pulled by Bobby Anger. Bobby has no accuracy, as you'll see the Tier 3 distractor trait over there at first base. Rios with an opportunity, but he falls behind 0-2. And he'll chase the curveball at the top of the zone for strike 3. 1 out for Jagger McMillan. He has an RBI single today. His only hit of the day so far. Runner on first with distractor still activated for Anger. And a base hit up the middle. So 2 aboard with 1 out. That'll bring us around to Mallory Hiker, who's 1-for-2 with an RBI double. See if she can stay hot. She just made a really great play to end that last inning. Distractor still activated, and she'll foul 1 off here. Ball in the dirt. Good block from Noble behind the plate. 1-1 count. Hiker off the end of the bats, fouled off. 1-2. Fastball right down the middle, and she's late on it, fouls it off. Ball in the dirt, she holds, and it's 2-2. Anger fighting for his life out there. Oh, the curveball. That's his put-out pitch here today as he gets the called strike 3. Hiker goes down, and Shipwright comes up 0-for-2 with 2 strikeouts and tenths. Would love a pinch hitter here, but it is what it is. First pitch right down the middle, and he's late, fouls it off. Little hack activates. Fastball called, and it's a ball in the dirt. Another fastball. He's late. 1-2 count. And Shipwright does not chase outside on the curve. And off speed predicted and pulled foul. 2-2. Fastball fouled off. Anger over 16 pitches. He came into this one already tired. Ball gets behind Noble, but not too far, and the runners have to hold. Still full count. Runners will take off. And 3rd strikeout of the day for Jolly Shipwright. He is anything but jolly after that awful at bat. I guess it wasn't an awful at bat. He did work the count before freezing on strike 3. All right, so 8-hitter Andres Daniels will face off against locked-in Rex Appleseed, who's going to start the 6th inning. Appleseed throwing 55 pitches here, and it's a liner into left field, so a base hit to lead off the 6th. I say that's where you call it for Appleseed.
Third baseman, number 9, Ricardo Garcia.
Garcia 0 for 1. I'm going to check the time really quick. Okay, we're still good. Appleseed's going to stay in there. He's still locked in. Garcia looking for an outside pitch. And falling behind 2-0 is Appleseed. A grounder to second. McMillan to Beltran. Over to Hiker. Double play. 2 outs for Finley Curtis, who's leading things off.
Finley Curtis.
He's still tense. He's 0 for 2. He still could run into one here. Appleseed has to be careful as he's getting close to 60 pitches. First pitch fouled off. Ball low and in. Another one fouled off, and it's 1-2 count. Curtis will foul off, staying alive. Appleseed trying to finish off this game. Doesn't get him to chase. It's 2-2. And this one's sent to deep right field. Off-speed hitter comes into play, and it's a home run. Finley Curtis keeps the game alive just a little bit longer for the Cutters. It's a solo shot, his 2nd of the year. And Appleseed has made one mistake here today, and it was right there to the last batter that he was going to face.
60, Withers Gentry.
Gentry comes up. He's still locked in, 1 for 2. High pressure, and they're going to keep him in. A grounder to short should do it. Beltran to Hiker. He faced 2 over the minimum, as he did allow 3 hits, but one of those was followed by a double play. So one of those runners still prevented him from going ahead of the minimum until late, where he allowed another base hit and then that home run. Or maybe it was 3 over the minimum. I don't remember. 5-1 win. Big one for us. 5 runs on 10 hits for our team. 1 run on 4 hits for the Cutters. The 1 run that counts for the Cutters is the home run there for Curtis right there at the end. Interestingly, we'll talk about Appleseed in just a second. We saw a good coming out party for Beltran. She went 2 for 3 with a double, home run, and 2 RBIs. Harrington reached base twice, a walk and a hit, a single. Get wrecked 1 for 3 with a run scored. Rios, in his debut, he gets a double and scores a run. McMillan, 2 for 3 day. Run scored and an RBI. Hiker with a 2-run double, and then a base hit and a run score for Coke. Pitching-wise, Yu gets another loss against us. He only goes 1+ inning, giving up 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 home run, and 1 strikeout. Contreras pitched really well. He goes 3 innings, giving up 3 hits total, 3 strikeouts, and then Anger comes in 1 inning, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. For Appleseed, he goes 6 innings. He gets a complete game, nearly a no-hit or a shutout. He gave up that home run with 2 outs in the 6th inning. 4 hits total, 1 being the home run, and 4 strikeouts in his debut. He has Tier 3 rally stopper. That's why we brought him in. He didn't even get a chance to use it. So Pumice Beltran, Appleseed, and Finley Curtis are your top 3. For the second to last game of the year, we have 1 more on the docket before we finish up this season. A couple of things that we're going to do before we finish this video is the Foresters move to 10-5. But wow, look at this Torpedoes and the Swoops sitting at 12-4 each. Those are going to be the teams to beat in the playoffs this year. And the last game of the year is going to be Swingins versus Hogwash, and we have to face off against the Foresters. Honestly, I'm partially considering us
Get the look you've always wanted.
simming this game.
Freshly harvested beauty components from Cadaver
What time do we have
Labs.
left?
Trade-ins welcome.
We have 10 minutes left. Let's see what happened since the game ended really quick.
Brought to you by Mango
Okay,
Nutty.
so, wow, that has
Should've
happened.
said,
Jeez,
"Juice
okay.
didn't sound loud
Where are we at?
before
Okay, there we go.
spitting it to us."
+4 accuracy for healthy. Love to see that. He's going to keep getting better. We'll take a look at some of these players that moved in just a little bit here. Rios with a chance to lose first pitch prayer and gain power. Probably won't do that one. Rex Appleseed to gain workhorse. That would be amazing, actually. And accuracy boost. He needs that, so I might bring that in for him. Alan Booth gains a new pitch, finally. A second fastball, a two-seamer. A couple of players get dropped. Jolly Shipwright. Chance for healthy to lose clutch. We won't do that. Nobody else standing out to me. And then +10 power for Pumice Beltran. She is developing, so that's nice to see at 22. No for this one, no for this one, no for this one. I am going to do this one, not for that one. So let's see what we can do for Rex Appleseed here. He already had a complete game. He doesn't get the bonus accuracy, which would have been really nice. He won't get workhorse. Will he get the screwball? He won't get that either. So no bonuses for him. But he's a player I'd like to see brought back. Love to have that accuracy increase, but liked what I saw out of him. Let's do this. Let's see where we are for league leaders. Harrington's still in the number 1 spot for offensive leaders. Abet Paul is behind her. Let's see, is Abet played her 16th game, so there's no way, unless Harrington has an awful game, which just drops her average. She won't. I don't think she'll lose her spot. As Wheat Powell is done, Emil Stein is done, and McKay is done. So Harrington is the last one left, and she can only gain a spot from here. I don't know if she'll drop or bump all the way up into the 1 spot, but because of that, I think I am just going to sim this game really quick, because then what I can do is I can set ourselves up for the All-Star game before the playoffs, and then in the next episode we'll watch the All-Star game, we'll simulate the playoffs, and then we will start the off season. So let's go ahead and simulate this game against the Foresters. We fall behind, got a 3-run homer from Rios, but we end up losing that one. This is unfair. Right at the end of the season, we have to drop the loyalty of one of these players. Right now, between Resplendent, who's worth 10.7, or I guess he's worth 12.3, but he just dropped 10.7. He's down 1.6 over his value. And Alan Booth, we're going to have to pay one of these no matter what. Maybe both of them anyways. I guess we'll drop Booth. Yeah, we're going to drop Booth here. She's just a little bit cheaper. That sucks. Between these two, I'll drop the loyalty of Bozak. I don't know if he'll come back. Milan Tirehead might. And then between these two, gosh darn it. Just because of the recent play and because of the recent development, I'm going to drop McMillan here. That sucks. Really quick, just want to peek at that last game. We lost. No, we won 5-3. What the hell? How did we win that one? Okay, that's cool. Let's simulate to the end of this season. We end up 7-9, so way better than I anticipated. Crazy as we won those last 2 games. And since that game ended, development for Resplendent, we'll probably do that one for him. Interesting to see Von Crum out there. +11 arm for Tirehead. That's a huge development. Hiker loses arm. Chance to lose development for Day. RBA hero and big hack for Snack Jimenez. He's somebody I might look at in the offseason. +1 velocity for Booth. Ooh, look at Trail Barneswell. Could be our first baseman next year with power versus righties and tough out. Amos get wrecked with development. I'm talking fast because I'm trying to get ourselves through this really quick. Gadman gains 13 speed. That's not where we needed that +13. Workhorse Adriel Colbert. Interesting. And that's it. Okay, so development before the end of the season. No for Healthy. No for Rios. No for Day. Resplendent. He is at 99 loyalty, so we will do this one for him. Get him some junk. He'll lose a little bit of velocity, but a chance to gain the elite slider. Doesn't get the bonus junk. Will he get the elite slider, his first trait? No, he doesn't. Okay, that's okay. And for Get Wrecked, we're going to give him the speed and the arm boost. That's it. And then not for Shipwright. So that's it for development. We'll do a quick peek at league leaders. I'm going to check time again. We're still, oh my gosh, we're getting tight. So thank you for bearing with me. I think this was worth it, though. Harrington gets the offensive MVP. Hayden Pratt becomes your #1 player and will get the pitching MVP and overall MVP. Harrington leads the league in batting average of .543. She's tied for third with home runs with 5. She has 13 RBIs, which is tied for second. She leads the league in on-base slugging and OPS, so she swept the percentages. She gets the league lead in hits. She tied for third for extra base hits with 10. She had an amazing year. 3 stolen bases puts her in that category, although she got caught twice. Pitching-wise, nobody shows up in any of these categories. Appleseed with a 149 OBA and a .88 whip. Bozak with 17 strikeouts. Bozak in strikeouts per 9, walks per 9, and strikeouts per walk. Luke Resplendent in the walks per 9 and the strikeouts per walk category. We'll do a quick look at the team team stats here just to see what we might consider. Beltran, I might look to bring back if we don't see any other viable options there. Harrington, of course, she's our MVP. An amazing year. Probably one of the best we've seen overall across all of our Chem Lock series. Get Wrecked, I'd like to bring him back. I think he has a lot of potential. Milan Tirehead was intriguing to me. So these top 4 I'd like to bring back. Rios, probably not. McMillan, doubtful. Hiker, no. Shipwright, no. Coke, no. Man, I'd like to bring him back, but I'd see what other options there are. He's definitely on the chopping block. Then Trampleson, Greer, and Whitaker, definitely not part of our future. Resplendent, liked what I saw out of him. I'd like to bring him back. Rex Appleseed, that one start we saw was enough for me to say I want him back on the team, but we'll see what other options are out there. Ashlyn Fry had a pretty solid time for us. Same with Quincy Healthy, Ezra Wong, and Ellen Booth. So I would like to see all 4 of those pitchers back. Instante Day might get replaced. Might look to replace Ezra Wong if we have another better option out there. And Ellen Booth just needs a little bit of help because she just got way overworked. 10 games. She pitched 10 out of the 16 games that we had her in. So to finish this off, what I am going to do is I'm going to go to Adriana Harrington. And if you haven't seen this before, I reward the MVPs with a whiteout on their gear. So we're going to give her the white here. We keep the, I have to do this quick. We will give her the white out for all of her gear. Of course, she has every piece of gear possible. White batting gloves. And we're going to go and do the same thing. Okay. No ankle guard. And the bat. Okay, so she's got a white bat. So that is Harrington. And now we go to the Wood Smiths. And who is the pitcher? Hayden Pratt. Hayden Pratt will get the same treatment here. Okay. We won't ever see her bat, but that's fine. I still do it just because that's the neurotic part of me. I know we're getting right to the end of this video, so thank you for bearing with me here. The fielding glove, though. So Hayden Pratt, your first Cy Young winner and overall MVP. Adriana Harrington from our team, the lone bright spot from what we saw this year. So that's really, really exciting. And that's where we're going to leave things. So before we start the playoffs, what I will do is I am going to go through the teams. I'm going to set the All-Star game. I'm going to set that up. We're going to watch an All-Star exhibition, and then we'll do the playoffs, and I will do the re-sign phase. that will be the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content, and give me feedback on anything else you'd like to see, especially give me feedback on whether you thought it was a good idea to finish off this season. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.